In a world where martial arts and the spirit realm coexist, there are those who possess the rare ability to communicate with spirits, channel their power, and command them in battle. These individuals are known as spirit masters. They stand between the living and the spirit world, protecting humanity from vengeful ghosts, corrupted demons, and entities that cross the boundary between realms. The story follows a young man named Qin Lai, who lives in a remote border town surrounded by mountains and forests. For as long as he can remember, Qin Lai has suffered from strange memory gaps. Sometimes, days or even weeks vanish from his mind as if erased. He has no idea why this happens, only that his grandfather told him to stay in the town and keep a low profile. Despite his quiet lifestyle, Qin Lai has a stubborn and determined nature. He spends much of his time practicing martial arts, though his techniques are self-taught and rough. The villagers see him as a bit of an oddity because of his frequent dazed moments, but they know he is kind-hearted and dependable. One day, a mysterious incident shakes the town. A group of travelers arrives, fleeing from a spirit attack in the nearby forest. Among them is a young woman named Ling Yusher, a skilled martial artist from a prominent family. She immediately notices something unusual about Qin Lai, an invisible aura surrounding him that seems to ripple with dormant spiritual power. As fate would have it, the town soon comes under attack by a feral spirit beast. While others panic, Qin Lai instinctively moves to protect Ling Yusher and the villagers. In the heat of the battle, his dormant abilities awaken. Strange glowing patterns appear on his arms, and a surge of spiritual energy bursts from within him. Without fully understanding how, he drives the spirit beast away. The encounter draws the attention of several factions. Spirit masters passing through the region sense the awakening of a rare spiritual resonance within Qin Lai. Some see him as a potential ally, others as a dangerous unknown that must be controlled. Ling Yusher's curiosity deepens, and she stays behind to learn more about him. Qin Lai, however, is troubled. The awakening triggered fragments of lost memories, voices whispering in an ancient tongue, the image of a vast spirit realm shrouded in mist, and a feeling of having made a pact long ago. He cannot piece it together, but he knows his life will never be the same. Ling Yusher reveals that the glowing patterns on his arms are spirit markings, symbols of a spirit master's bond with the spirit realm. They are usually obtained through years of training and rituals, yet Qin Lai possesses them naturally, suggesting he once had great power before losing his memory. Deciding that he can no longer remain in the shadows, Qin Lai agrees to accompany Ling Yusher to a nearby Spirit Master Academy. The journey is perilous, taking them through haunted valleys, cursed rivers, and abandoned villages where restless spirits wander. Along the way, Qin Lai's instincts allow him to sense spiritual disturbances before they happen, saving them multiple times. At the academy, Qin Lai undergoes tests to measure his spiritual affinity. The results shock the instructors. His spirit energy is immense, but unstable, like a sealed volcano. They warn him that using too much power could damage his body and even shatter his soul. Yet they also see potential for him to become one of the strongest spirit masters of his generation. Training begins under the guidance of Master Su, a stern but wise teacher who believes discipline is the key to mastering spirit arts. Qin Lai struggles at first, unable to fully control his surges of power. During meditation, he often slips into visions of the spirit realm, where shadowy figures call his name. Master Su suspects that Qin Lai's amnesia is tied to a contract with a high-level spirit. Meanwhile, tensions rise in the outside world. Rival factions of spirit masters compete for influence, while dark cults try to manipulate spirits for their own gain. Rumors spread of a growing rift between the human world and the spirit realm, one that could unleash chaos on both sides. Qin Lai's life takes another turn when he discovers that his grandfather once served as a powerful spirit master who vanished after sealing a great calamity. The seal may now be weakening, and Qin Lai's abilities are the key to either repairing or breaking it. This revelation explains why so many are suddenly interested in him, both allies who want to protect the seal and enemies who want to destroy it. Ling Yusher becomes his closest ally, helping him balance his training and uncover his past. Their bond deepens through shared battles, moments of quiet reflection, and the trust they build in each other. Yet Qin Lai cannot shake the feeling that his connection to the spirit realm is more personal than anyone realizes. During a mission to cleanse a corrupted spirit forest, Qin Lai and Ling Yushe encounter a spirit beast that speaks directly to him in his visions. It calls him by a name he does not recognize and tells him that his true power lies in remembering the pact he once made. The encounter leaves him shaken and more determined to find the truth. Piece by piece, Qin Lai's memories begin to return. He recalls standing in a vast hall of spirits, surrounded by luminous beings who entrusted him with a fragment of their essence. He had sworn to protect the balance between worlds, even at the cost of his own memories. His amnesia was the result of sealing away his powers to prevent them from being misused, but now, with the seal weakening, his powers are returning whether he is ready or not. Master Su warns him that awakening too quickly could tear apart the boundary between realms, unleashing both good and evil spirits without control. Qin Lai must train harder than ever to channel his energy safely. The rival factions grow bolder, sending assassins and spirit warriors to either capture or kill Qin Lai. Each confrontation forces him to dig deeper into his abilities, learning new techniques such as spirit summoning, energy shielding, and merging his aura with a spirit companion for devastating attacks. As the final pieces of his past fall into place, Qin Lai realizes that the great calamity sealed by his grandfather is a powerful spirit entity corrupted by darkness. This entity seeks to devour the spirit realm and turn it into a place of endless torment. The seal holding it back is nearly broken, and only Qin Lai's restored powers can stop it. In the climactic battle, Qin Lai stands with Ling Yushe and his allies against an army of corrupted spirits. The fight rages across both the human world and the spirit realm, with each side influencing the other. Qin Lai calls upon the spirit markings on his arms, which now blaze with full power, summoning the ancient spirits who once entrusted him with their essence. Through sheer will and the trust of his companions, Qin Lai confronts the corrupted entity directly. He refuses to destroy it, choosing instead to purify its spirit and restore its original form. This act of compassion shocks both friend and foe, proving that true mastery of spirit arts lies not only in strength, but in understanding and harmony. When the battle ends, the rift between worlds begins to close. The balance is restored, and the spirits return to their rightful places. Qin Lai, now fully aware of his past, chooses to remain as a guardian of both realms, protecting the fragile peace he helped secure. Ling Yushe stays by his side, and together they continue their journey as spirit masters, facing new threats and challenges. Though the world is at peace for now, Qin Lai knows that the bond between humans and spirits must always be safeguarded, and he is ready to face whatever trials come next. The tale of Qin Lai spreads across the land, inspiring a new generation of spirit masters. Some see him as a hero, others as a mystery, but all agree that he is proof that even when memories are lost, the spirit of one's purpose can never truly be erased. And so, in the portrait of the Jianghu, his story becomes a legend. The spirit master who bridged two worlds, and whose heart belonged to both. In a world where